Listen to me. Lean in. Because this moment right here, this breath you're taking, this heartbeat pounding in your chest, it matters more than you think. You've been counted out before. You've been overlooked, discarded, judged. People looked at you and thought the story was finished. They thought the chapter was closed. They thought you were done, washed, finished, out. But they didn't know something important. You were not falling apart. You were not giving up. You were not breaking. You were heating, rising, charging. You were warming up. And now here you are, alive, breathing, and one decision away from proving every single person wrong who ever doubted your fire. Before we go further, if you're here for the first time, hit subscribe right now, like this video, and leave a comment telling me you're ready. Ready for war, ready for change, ready for the next chapter. Your support pushes this message into the world where someone else needs it. And if you're a returning warrior, thank you. You're the backbone of this channel. You're the reason this movement keeps growing. Now, listen closely. This isn't motivation. This is a psychological shift. I'm not here to hype you. I'm here to rewire you. You've spent years trying to survive storms that were meant to shape you. You've carried scars from people who didn't even deserve to be in your story. You've been quiet when you should have been respected. You've been patient when you should have been valued. But something inside you refused to die. Something inside you kept whispering, "Not yet. Keep going. Keep breathing. Keep pushing." You know who else heard that whisper? Muhammad Ali. When Ali was banned from boxing for refusing the draft, the world said he was done. They stripped him of his title. They removed him from the ring. They tried to erase him. They said he'd never return to form. Too old, too slow, too controversial. But Ali trained in the shadows, away from cameras, away from applause, away from validation. He let the world think he was finished while he sharpened himself in silence. And when he came back, he became the greatest. That's you right now. You're in your quiet season, your underground season, your sharpening season. You're tightening your grip on your purpose. Every struggle you've faced has been your training. Every betrayal has been a lesson. Every loss has been a rep. Every lonely night has been a reminder that greatness is born out of isolation. They thought you were broken. They didn't realize you were rebuilding. They thought they buried you. They didn't realize you were planted. You've been soaking in pressure that most people would collapse under. You've been carrying responsibilities that others would run from. You've been battling demons that never showed mercy. But you showed something stronger. Resilience, the kind that terrifies people. Because when a person who's been wounded finally understands their worth, nothing stops them. Look at Michael Jordan, cut from his high school varsity team, embarrassed, dismissed, written off. Coaches thought he wasn't good enough. Teammates thought he didn't have it. People thought he'd just fade into the background. But that failure didn't break him. It activated him. He turned humiliation into fuel. He turned rejection into drive. He turned doubt into dominance. He didn't quit. He warmed up. And that's what you're doing right now. You're warming up for the version of yourself they never saw coming. You're stepping into the season where people who overlooked you will regret every second of it. People who doubted you will fall silent. People who walked away will watch from a distance, unable to look away from the fire you're about to unleash. But before you become that person, you need to understand something vital. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not lost. You are in alignment. Every delay has a purpose. Every setback had a lesson. Every pause held a message. The universe wasn't punishing you. It was preparing you. But now, preparation is ending. Action is beginning. And I need you to step into this with me fully. Not halfway. Not kinda motivated. Not sorta ready. No, fully. Because there is someone out there right now who thinks you're done. Someone who thinks they escaped the consequences of underestimating you. Someone who thinks you'll stay small. Someone who thinks you'll stay silent. Prove them wrong. Not with words. With results. With discipline. With evolution. With a comeback so loud the world won't forget it. Look at Tom Brady, drafted 199th, a number nobody cared about. Teams passed on him. Analysts brushed him off. He walked into the league as a nobody, but Brady didn't walk in thinking he was outclassed. He walked in knowing he wasn't done. He walked in knowing he was warming up. He walked in knowing that mindset beats talent when talent refuses to work. He didn't demand respect. He earned it. And then he dominated football for 2 decades. That's the power of a delayed rise. That's the power of being counted out. That's the power of being doubted, because the truth is simple. The people who bet against you don't understand what you're capable of when you're cornered. They've never seen you fully committed. They've never seen you fully awake. They've never seen you with nothing left to lose. And that version of you is dangerous, deadly, unshakable. This is the turning point. Right here, right now. This moment, this decision, this breath. Your past is behind you. Your future is waiting. Your fire is alive. And I'm not here to inspire you. I'm here to remind you, you weren't out. You were just warming up, and you're only getting started. You feel that shift inside you right now. That pull, that pressure, that spark. That is not random. That is the moment right before the rise. People think breakthroughs are loud, dramatic, explosive. They're not. Breakthroughs start quietly. In the mind, in the chest, in that space between who you were and who you refuse to be anymore. And right now, you're standing in that space. Listen closely. Your story has been building toward this turning point long before you even realized it. All the pain you carried, all the losses you swallowed, all the nights you sat alone, wondering if you were enough, all the days you forced yourself to keep going with nothing left inside. Every part of it was shaping you into someone rare, someone resilient, someone dangerous. You survived things that were designed to crush you. Most people would have folded. You didn't. You bent, but you didn't break. You fell, but you didn't stay down. You were wounded, but you kept walking. That kind of spirit terrifies people. Because you can't predict someone who refuses to quit. You can't count out someone who keeps coming back stronger. You can't defeat someone who learns from every blow. Look at Nelson Mandela. The man spent 27 years in prison. 27 years. Most people can't survive 27 days of discomfort. Mandela held a vision so powerful that even the walls around him couldn't contain it. He walked out of prison without hate in his heart and reshaped an entire nation. They thought he was out. He was warming up. You carry that same potential inside you, that same capacity for rise, that same fire, but you need to claim it. You need to stop shrinking your power to make others comfortable. You need to stop apologizing for wanting a bigger life. You need to stop seeking permission to step into your own greatness. Your strength isn't accidental. It's earned. Every heartbreak gave you sharper instincts. Every mistake gave you deeper wisdom. Every betrayal made you more selective. Every challenge made you tougher. You are not the same person you were a year ago, not even close. And the people who hurt you, doubted you, left you, or underestimated you, they're about to see a version of you they are not prepared for. But before you rise, you need to hear something important. The world is not going to hand you the life you want. It's not going to open the doors for you. It's not going to cheer for you. Not yet. You have to force the world to take notice. You have to show up with work ethic that scares your old self. You have to show up with commitment that doesn't crack under pressure. You have to show up with the mindset that says, I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. You need to become undeniable. That doesn't happen through luck. It happens through daily warfare with your own comfort. Every morning, every night, every hour in between. You need to train your mind the way athletes train their bodies. Relentless, disciplined, focused. And if you're still here, listening, absorbing, that means something powerful. You're ready. Before we keep going, do it right now. Subscribe, like the video, drop a comment telling me where you're headed next. This is a movement. This is a community built on grit. Your engagement pushes this message to someone else who needs it. And if you're a returning warrior, I see you. I appreciate you. You're the reason this fire keeps spreading. Now breathe, because we're going deeper. You've spent too long carrying the weight of expectations. You've spent too long letting people's opinions shape your self-worth. You've spent too long trying to justify your dreams to people who can barely handle their own life. Stop that. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your ambition. You don't owe anyone an apology for choosing your peace. You don't owe anyone a seat at your table if they didn't help you build it. You're entering a season of selective energy, a season where you stop chasing and start attracting, a season where you stop begging and start choosing, a season where your silence will say more than your explanations ever could. You know why silence is powerful? Because silence makes people think, wonder, question, doubt themselves. Silence gives you the upper hand without lifting a finger. It gives you control without confrontation. It gives you space to observe without being observed. Use it. You're stepping into the same psychological zone that elite performers operate in. The zone where pressure becomes fuel, Fear becomes focus. Pain becomes clarity. Look at Kobe Bryant. He trained while others slept, worked while others celebrated, studied while others relaxed, not because he wanted to prove something, but because he understood something. The gap between average and legendary is built in the hours nobody sees. And you've been in those hours, quietly, alone, grinding, developing, building. That's why you're dangerous now. You've outgrown your old excuses. You've outgrown your old habits. You've outgrown the version of yourself that tolerated mediocrity. You're entering the chapter where people who overlooked you will pretend they always believed in you. The chapter where people who doubted you will try to get close again. The chapter where your success will expose the truth about everyone around you. And you'll handle it calmly, because your mission is bigger than your ego. Your path is bigger than your past. Your vision is bigger than your wounds. This is your rise. And I need you to understand something clearly. This transformation, this evolution, this comeback, it doesn't happen in one moment. It happens in a series of moments. Decisions stacked on decisions. Discipline stacked on discipline. Courage stacked on courage. You will not be perfect. You will slip. You will struggle. You will stumble. But you will not quit. Because quitting is what they expect. Quitting is what they predicted. Quitting is what fits the story they wrote for you. But that story is dead. Your new story starts now. And in this story, you're not the underdog anymore. You're the threat. You're not asking for a seat at the table anymore. You're building your own. You're not waiting for someone to save you. You're saving yourself. You're not hoping life gets easier. You're getting stronger. This is the energy that turns ordinary people into icons. This is the mindset that turns pain into power. This is the attitude that turns setbacks into fuel. Look at J.K. Rowling, a single mother, broke, rejected 12 times by publishers, criticized, ignored, dismissed. But she didn't stop. She didn't listen to people who quit on their own dreams. She didn't let rejection define her. She kept writing, kept believing, kept moving, and her persistence built a global phenomenon. Your breakthrough might not come today. It might not come tomorrow. But if you stay relentless, it will come. And when it does, the same people who doubted you will call it overnight success. They will pretend they didn't underestimate you. They will pretend they didn't turn their back on you. They will pretend they didn't expect you to fail. But you'll know the truth. You weren't out. You were warming up. And now you're unstoppable. Your mind is shifting. Your spirit is awakening. Your fire is rising. Your old life is fading. You're stepping into a version of yourself that you've never met before. A stronger version, a smarter version, a braver version, a colder version, a more focused version. And this version of you does not bow, does not break, does not beg, does not wait. This version of you speaks through results and moves with purpose and walks with certainty and acts without hesitation. You know why? Because you finally understand the truth.